Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Friday, February 28th, 2014 at 5:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. At the crack of the brew, it's 5:30 Eastern Time. Now, Paul just came home and God bless him, he got the mail. And the mail often is full of nonsense, but occasionally it's full of bills. And today there were a number of bills. You know, the $550 electric bill, their estimate was pretty close. It was only under by about 600 kilowatts. So that's what I expected. So that's reasonable. Well, it's not reasonable, but that's what it is. I mean, it's not wildly out of line with reality. And then we have the cable bill, which was $50 a month. Well, it is until next month, and at least Time Warner is giving us a heads up on this one. Maybe this was a deal sweetener for Comcast's bid. Who knows? Who knows? But so we have they at least are going to tell you a little bit, before they screw you. They at least tell you how they're going to screw you. Now it's probably like a pimp and a John, or a whore and a John, or it's like, what do you want? Well, I don't know. Well, that'll be $20 extra. I mean, I've never done that, but I understand that that's sort of how those transactions work. So now we're paying $50 for what they call high-speed internet, which is basically 20 megabits a second internet service. And it generally runs maybe 21, 22 megabits download, and it consistently runs about 1 megabit upload. I don't mind paying $50 a month for that at all. I do not mind paying that. I think that's a reasonable price. Because I have to, since that's, otherwise I just won't be on the internet. Now, all of a sudden, this is going to go up by $17 a month. So we'll be up to $67 a month. Now, don't strain your eyes looking at this, but you can see where there's like a was and then it's going to be column, But it's interesting that on the internet services, they don't include the was column. They just tell you what it's going to be. They have something called light internet. Well, Lord knows what that is. Light internet, spelled L-I-T-E. Light internet. That's like, I'll only stick it in and then pull it out. What? I promise I won't come in your mouth. What? Come on. You've got basic internet. Well, see, light internet's going to be $30 a month. Basic internet's going to be $48 a month. Well, basic internet, I think, is probably either 10 or, I think that's 10 megabytes a second. Well, let's see. That would have been, I think that was like $40 previously. Okay, and I bought the extra 10 megabytes, so that was an extra $10 a month. So that's $50 what I'm paying now. But then they say standard. Now they're saying what I have is standard internet. So presumably 20 megabytes a second is standard internet. And that's going to be $67 a month. Well, what are you going to do? There's no other game in town. AT&T clearly, stepped on their their penis, very early on when we tried to do this back in September of 2012. You know, you can hear the sad saga of that in my earlier videos, guys. I may actually walk you through that at some point using all the paperwork, but not tonight. I won't even go through the horrible equipment fees that they charge these poor guys that are actually watching TV. Now, as you all know, I'm a lover of the English language and how it's used. And so let's just read through the front part of this a bit. Thank you for being a Time Warner customer. We appreciate your service. I appreciate this too, but I can't get by do it for them. All right. It's important we keep you informed of any changes in your show. Well, you wouldn't want to surprise some people, would you? You wouldn't want to be borderlining on fraud and corruption, would you? No, we've got to be open and honest. Well, I'm a big fan of transparency. I really am. Now, I love it. This change is being driven by several factors. Well, first of all, your antenna go up right away because it's an excuse. This change is being driven by several factors. So Time Warner is making an excuse. As Dr. Zollinger said, I don't care about excuses. All I care about is results. But Time Warner is making an excuse. I don't know if they care about results. Time Warner, do you care about results? I guess we'll find out. One is that the rates TV network, and there's a lot of bullshit that goes on about TVs. TV networks and programming providers are charging us. Well, I don't have TV. I don't use TV. I just use internet. So I don't care if the TV guys are milking you for high dollars. I don't care. I'm indifferent to the fact that the TV networks are screwing you, Time Warner. But I am not indifferent to the fact that you're using that as an excuse to screw me. We work our hardest to control these. Yeah. We work our hardest to control these costs. Yeah, I imagine those high dollar lunches and dinners when you're negotiating in one of these New York restaurants where it's $300 or $400 a meal. Yeah, that's really working your hardest to negotiate that down, and particularly when you've got these attorneys that are charging $1,200 an hour. Give me a break. Just give me a break. Give me a break. Another factor is the cost to maintain and grow our network. Well, if you want to grow your network, you know what you need to do? You need to sell stock. That's traditionally how people raised capital to make their business work, is they sold stock. So sell some stock. Don't screw the people that you're serving. Sell some stock. Yeah, and that's going to dilute the return per share for, again. Just sell some stock. That's how you raise capital in this country. You sell stock. Or you take out a big-ass bank loan, which, by the way, the banks are teeming with dollars to lend because the Federal Reserve's been printing money like mad for the last 3 years. So borrow some money. Maintain your network, but don't charge me for it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, they work our hardest. Yeah. This investment is critical. Well, I mean, if it were investment, that would be fine, but it's not investment. That's, we just discussed that. It allows us to continue bringing you the innovative features and reliable service you deserve. Well, innovative features and reliable service, involve, not raising my rates. I mean, listen, $50, okay, $50 to 67, that's a 34% increase. This isn't like a slight increase. That's a 34% increase in charges. Poof! Just like that. Poof! I think they're being very intellectually dishonest and disingenuous and rapacious. Oh, that's the word, rapacious. So, there we go, guys. Happy sailing, Time Warner. I guess I'm on your boat, so and I can't jump off the back, so there it is. So, bye-bye, YouTubers.